This is Unit 6, Lesson 13 of our Precalc 12 class. Unit 6 is called Conics. Lesson 13 is all about how do I graph a hyperbola. So we got to remember we have two forms that we can write a hyperbola in. If it opens up and down, it'd be a y squared minus x squared. If it opens left and right, it's going to be an x squared minus y squared. The key features we need to focus on to graph a hyperbola are starting where the center is. Center is always at hk. We need to find the vertices and covertices. So if you find the square root of the number underneath the y, so the b and b squared, that's how much you go up and down from the center. And then the a value is how much you go left and right. And then whether it opens up or down, left or right, determines which one's the vertices and which one's the covertices. But it's always the b is up and down and the a is left and right. Again, when you're doing your delta math, their explanations, they switch a and b so that a is always first and b second. So their a and b's don't necessarily line up with the way I'm showing you a and b in this. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, and so our asymptotes, we don't need to use the equation to find the asymptotes anymore. Since we know our vertices and covertices, we can just draw that imaginary rectangle created by, if we imagine the vertices and covertices are the midpoints of the sides of a rectangle, we can create that imaginary rectangle, and the asymptotes just go through the diagonal corners of that rectangle. That's all it really is. So if you know your vertices and covertices, you can just sketch your asymptotes without having to do anything fancy. No fancy poo, sorry. Sorry, Thomas. Okay, so some examples here. Here's our equation. We have a y squared minus x squared. So I know I have a hyperbola that opens up and down. Our b value is 5 and our a value is 4. So once I find my center, I'm going to go up 5 and down 5 to get my vertices. I'm going to go right and left 4 to get my covertices, which is going to give me my imaginary rectangle box, which will help me locate my asymptotes. And so here it is. We learned the covertices so that we can find these asymptotes, so that we can graph the hyperbola. That's it. I know. It was worth the build-up, wasn't it? So anyways, once we have our asymptotes, we can kind of roughly sketch our hyperbolas. Each parabola is going to have a vertex, which we found, and then it's just going to approach the asymptotes on either side, and that's it. Another example, we have an x squared minus y squared template, so I know it's going to open left and right. We can find our center. Because it opens left and right, I'm going to add or subtract 6 to get the vertices. I'm going to go up or down 1 to get the covertices, and then from there I can get my asymptotes and then sketch my parabolas through each vertex accordingly. On delta math, I think you have to locate the center. You have to create this box using the vertices and covertices, and then it does the rest for you. You just gotta say if it's up, down, or if it's left, right. Hopefully that's pretty straightforward. I know you guys hate the sketching ones, so I tried avoiding those skills on delta math for your assignment. Good luck.